Okay, so this is the InterBEE booth tour starting for everyone, and you'll see that I haven't started really with much intercom at all. It's because one of our focuses is esports this year. So a couple of things here. We've got two computers, as you can see. Both have got a little GoPro as well, so we can do a vision switch, and we'll come and see that in a minute. But you'll see here we've actually got the C3 SE. So I've wired up this headset here to run through the C3 SE. So this guy's going to get stereo sound left and right from the C3 over here, left and right. That will allow us to have basically two channels there, and that's the kind of thing you need for this first-person shooter for CSGO. And then over here, as a comparison, what we've got is the Astro. This is the one that they're using in a lot of esports here in Japan now. This is an Astro mixer, and we're taking the inputs and outputs of this all into Artist. So there's an Artist frame under the table here, and that's taking all the intercom and all the game audio from both of these so we can use it. I'll stick with the audio for the moment, because one of the things that we are doing here, and this is something I think we need to be showing more of in our demos and such, is basically the core things about what makes Artists good, which, sorry, I'm at the wrong booth, is that you can do so much more with an Artist frame than simply just the intercom side. So we can see here we've got our standard intercom, we've got our blue and our purple teams, which is going to be the main and the stream, and I'll come back to that in a second. And we've got the two players here set up as IFBs and such. But you'll see here I've got the stream mix. And over here I've basically got an emergency mixer. And this is one thing I've used quite a lot of demos and a lot of actual clients as well, is to say, using route audio, we can actually be deciding what we're going to mix out to a stream, basically an emergency mixer or a stream. And the point that we're having here is that there might be a primary production facility that's using standard mixers, standard vision switches and whatever. But all of the stream that's going to happen here is just going to come from this panel here and from a smart panel that we'll see in a second. So you can say, look, if you have an Artist system and a MediaNet system, you can do your secondary mix, you can do your web stream production or anything else without having to pay for an extra mixer. Or alternatively, you can use your smart panel as an emergency mixer instead of having to buy a secondary like a Yamaha PM1D, 1000 1D or whatever sitting onto the side. So you've just saved yourself a bit of cash there. Moving on, we have actually connected the Hyteras here. This is a rare thing in Japan because radios are just a pain in the backside to get a hold of. So we've got some Hyteras here, and they're plugged into the intercom as well. Over here, you can see two-wire channel. So we have radios connected as well as Bolero. I think showing that interface between different systems, especially in a production environment where everyone's used to radios, is of course a good thing. Okay, so moving on, we've got a little IP section here. I won't talk too much about that, but basically the Mellanox here is getting a 10 gig stream from about 14 other booths. We're putting some video back in from the Micron IP over here, and also a bunch of AES67. So you can see there's 4 ports hooked up there. Those are going to be going to the Artists, and we'll be putting Bolero and Artist panels across the show. So that means that anyone can talk to us anywhere, and if they've got questions, they can ask this. Next up, you can see there, and you can see that there's us over on the screen there. These are the two little GoPros down the bottom for player cams, and then we've got one player view coming from the computer through MediaNet, and we've just put a little bit of a background on there. So I will at some point put some extra graphics on there to make it look like a web stream, but effectively this is your web stream output. You can have this running off the back of your MediaNet, and you can put that out to a little web stream device, and you're done. So just a little thing there. So graphics over here, some Bolero. You know enough about Bolero. Obviously we're going to connect one as the referee, one as the coach for each player, and off we go. So commentary panel, I've only done up one side here, but you can see you can listen to game audio. Let's get that in focus. You can listen to the game audio from both. You've also got the two players, player 1 and player 2, with IFBs, so the commentator can talk directly to them, and if we wanted to, we could lock them out if we really felt like it. And of course they've got their standard intercom things, as an intercom panel has. And then what we've got here, of course, is the stream director. So we're saying the stream director here is going to have their little panel connected, and this is going to be their main thing. So they can listen to the two-player audios, they can listen to the mix that's going out to the stream, which is mixed on that panel we saw before. They can talk to the stream group, or they can talk to the main director. And then, of course, if we go across to MediaNet Control, they can choose if they're going to put out what they're going to put to the stream. So they can put player 1 or player 2's video. They can put the main stream, which is that multi-viewer we saw before, or we've got a commercial. The screen unfortunately here is off, so I'll show you that. They can also decide who's going to be their main player, player 1 or player 2, from the smart panel. So again, just showing that it's not just intercom panels or Bolero or lever keys, it's about actually workflows that are working with these guys. That's all the stuff getting ready for the remote production. And then finally over here we've just got the panels in the 2 different modes, so we can attract some people, and we'll put some more keys on there shortly. So that is the overall booth. Nice little 6x6 booth here. It still needs a bit of work, as you can see, because we're about to close up. But we'll get that clean and we'll be online tomorrow. I'll also be streaming this from Twitch. We'll be doing a couple little seminars as well. That's why we've got the big speakers here as well. Yeah, so I hope this was informative, and I hope that you manage to do trade shows by yourself next time. Bye.